Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Raw as we are finally here on live on Monday nights on Plus. And the Judgment
Another
Day.
week of the Judgment Day
they're here.
Means every single person sitting at home and every single person sitting in the arena's eyes are blessed. You see, if you don't know who I am your World Heavyweight Champion Finn Balor, and standing behind me on my right is the Godfather of the Judgment Day, the man who single-handedly helped me put Will Ospreay on the stretcher, put him out on whatever hospital he's in, and out of contentions for WrestleMania. This man is the reason why Finn Balor is getting a night off for WrestleMania. Now, the man standing at my left, this is a man who is going to walk into the main event for the second time in his career. And although he didn't have much of a good time the first time, he had one hell of a performance against an American Dragon called Bryan Danielson. Now tonight he goes against a team of one, a team that we have tangled with in the past, a team called Alpha Academy. And Alpha Academy knows what happens when you step up to the Judgment Day. They seen it last year, and if they want to run it back in 2024, the boys behind me have no problem doing so. But tonight, we're focused on one thing and one thing only. We're focused on a new championship. We are focused on the North American Championship. It was announced last week, William Regal. It went a bit under notice, but I'm here to talk about it. I'm here to bring some hype around it, because the truth is, the Judgment Day was dripping in gold at one point. The Judgment Day were doing what they had to do, standing on top. But ever since we've lost the championship, we've been looking to gain one, but not just one. Why don't we go two? Why don't we go for a good old 2-for-1? Why not Rhea Ripley gets her WrestleMania moment, wins back the Women's World Championship, and JD McDonagh, after defeating Chad Gable tonight, after going to WrestleMania, he walks out North American Champion. Now listen, that's a Judgment Day that I can fully get behind, but you know, truth be told, that's not all we have to talk about tonight. We have to talk about WrestleMania, the grandest stage of them all. The stage that I walked into last year and defeated John Cena all by myself. Pinned him down to the mat 1, 2, 3. And now William Regal and Adam Pearce, you know, they're trying to get me in there again. They're trying to slide Finn Balor into WrestleMania now. Although I appreciate the spotlight, although I appreciate the main event, listen, I've been doing my thing all year. I have been putting this company on my back all year, making this company great, making this universe mode one hell of a universe mode, and it is center focused around Finn Balor and the Judgment Day. You see, I'm trying to do the right thing here and give some spotlight to my boys. But what do they want to do? They want to give me a main event match. And you know, although I am very humble to take it, I mean, come on. We got to look for somebody else. We got to start rising some new competition, because after what me and Damian Priest did last week, I don't even know if Will Ospreay is going to make it to the contract signing next week. That's what William Regal said. You know, we're all old school. Big contract signing between Finn Balor and Will Ospreay. But is Ospreay even going to show? I mean, he wasn't here last week. He wasn't here on Mayhem. He's not here tonight. Trust me, we've looked all over the place. That man is nowhere to be found. I don't know where he is. I don't know what he's doing, but maybe Will Ospreay decided that he knew what was good for him. Maybe Will Ospreay decided that he didn't want to take what came with the responsibility of a WrestleMania match, and that was an ass whooping by the first pillar, an ass whooping by the Prince turned King, the world's heavyweight champion, Finn Balor. You see, I feel like everybody gets me very confused and tries to mix me in with other kind of talent. There is nobody like Finn Balor. Finn Balor is the one and only, and it is about goddamn time the entire world understands. It is about time the world understands how important I am. It is about time the world understands the rise of the Judgment Day, and come season 3, you are going to see a whole hell of a lot of that. I promised you a mission statement tonight, and that was exactly what you were given. I'm taking my night off at Mania. Listen, I'll be here middle of the ring next week in the main event. But if Will Ospreay doesn't show up, I'm taking my night off. JD's winning tonight. He's going to WrestleMania winning the North American title. And listen, all I gotta say is FTR, don't get too comfortable. Because Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio, they're coming. And they'll be coming very, very soon.
Well, the mission statement said true right here by the Judgment Day, but we gotta focus on what's to come for tonight, and what's to come is women's action as Rhea Ripley goes one-on-one with Gigi Dolan, but that is not all, ladies and gentlemen. Butch will be going one-on-one with Claudio Castagnoli. Who's gonna walk away winner? Find out. But we have another women's match as Bianca Belair goes one-on-one with Mia Yim, and inside your main event, qualifying action, McDonagh, Gable, one-on-one. Who's going to WrestleMania? Find out tonight.
Next week is Tribal Summit. Next week, the Bloodline truly represents, and I'm going to need you guys out there by my side. Now, I know this war has been very hard for you two. I mean, going against your little brother, that can't be easy, but I want you to remember who turned their back on our family, who turned their back on the Bloodline. Now, we had a rocky start, but I'm here. And I've been representing for the Bloodline day in and day out. You two have been representing for the Bloodline day in and day out. We're Solo. Solo has been nowhere to be found. Solo thinks he's too good to be in the Bloodline. You two should be in a 2-on-2 opportunity at WrestleMania, but instead you got screwed out of that, and now you have to fight in a triple threat match. Work is being put in. What is Solo doing? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the fun. I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of Solo not taking shit serious. Next week at Tribal Summit, I'm putting him in his place, and he can bring whoever the hell he wants because Tribal Summit is open invitation. I want to see everybody there, and I mean everybody. And when I come, the entire world is going to put the ones in the sky because they know exactly what time it is. And I know that you two know that without me, this Bloodline would not be. So guess what? We're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this problem with Solo, and we're gonna go into WrestleMania as a whole, as a faction, as a unit, because we are the Bloodline, and that is what we do. Believe that. You know, last week we did exactly what we said we were going to do. We walked down to that ring and we stared the Brawling Brutes down. We looked at them in their eyes and, well, we were a bit surprised, weren't we, boys? I mean, come on, let's be honest. I was not expecting the Great White to come back. To say that we picked easy target to be an understatement. We weren't really looking at the Brawling Brutes to be something to be feared, to be something be thought about. And well, after tonight, they're going to be an afterthought. If you guys thought that that was our prey for WrestleMania, well, you're wrong. A clean slate is coming. We are just ready to gear up, and this is us revving up our engines. Tonight, Claudio is going to put Butch in his place. He is going to show Butch that those season 1 tactics, those old things, those aren't what carries you. What carries you to the future is the Shield, and the Shield is going to do that tonight. The Shield is going to bring that justice tonight. The Shield is going to show you just how dangerous, just how dominant we are. And next week when our boy Seth Rollins goes to the main event and he puts down the leader of the LWO, Santos Escobar, now that'll be just another step in line. And then you know what's going to happen after that? Tell you exactly what's gonna happen after that. Claudio Castagnoli is gonna step up. Castagnoli is gonna step up, and he's gonna beat the so-called phenomenal AJ Styles. And you know what we're gonna do? It's gonna gear up from there, boys, because then Claudio's gonna enter inside that fatal 4-way, and then you know what's gonna happen after that? Bryan Danielson is going to beat Samoa Joe this Friday on Mayhem. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly what you're looking at. You are looking at a triple threat match plus some extra. No matter what happens going in to WrestleMania, the Shield are going to make history, and coming out, one of us are going to be champion. Will it be Claudio? Will it be Bryan? Will it be Rollins? I don't know, but the three of them, they are going to WrestleMania. I can make that a damn sure promise. WrestleMania will be the Shield's WrestleMania. Listen, if you haven't believed any word I've said, then you haven't been watching closely. We have dominated time and time again. War Games, No Mercy, Fully Loaded. Tonight is just another stepping stone. WrestleMania is a season ending and a story just being started for the Shield. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as WrestleMania continues to go and go, our road is becoming more clear as our theme song reveal will be revealed tomorrow night right here on WrestlePlus. But that is not all, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight starts your road to the North American Championship Fatal 4-Way as Chad Gable goes one-on-one with JD McDonagh. But that is not all, ladies and gentlemen, because for WrestleMania, William Regal will be kicking off the show with a groundbreaking announcement that is going to change the very landscape of Universe Mode. But one of the matches already confirmed for WrestleMania will be a triple threat tag team match. It was confirmed last Friday on Mayhem, and we are officially ready to bring it and show you guys here tonight. DIY Usos FTR for the World Tag Team Championships, and this match is supposed to happen in the main event. World Heavyweight Champion Finn Balor versus Will Ospreay, but that is if Will Ospreay can make it to the main event next week, as it will be Old School Raw, and we will be having a contract signing to make all this set in stone. We want to nail everything down before WrestleMania. But will Ospreay show up? Find out, ladies and gentlemen. But what we can confirm for Old School Raw, starting off the show, it'll be Stone Cold Steve Austin. Give me a hell yeah. It's gonna be damn good, and it is coming your way to start us off next week for your Old School episode of Raw. But that is not all, ladies and gentlemen, as it will be Tribal Summit, as Roman Reigns and the Bloodline will have a very big message for Solo Sikoa, and we will finally see when these two men will get their hands on each other once and for all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you see, WrestleMania is gearing up little by little as we go, but right now, tonight, as advertised, ladies and gentlemen, it will be Butch going one-on-one with Claudio Castagnoli after last week with the Brawling Brutes going 2-on-2 with the tag team champions FTR. It seems like the Shield set their sights on them. But over the break, we've seen Moxley say that, this isn't about the Brawling Brutes. The Brawling Brutes are a mere stepping stone in their campaign to WrestleMania. So it's very confusing to see where the Brawling Brutes kind of go, especially with the return of Sheamus. Sheamus seemingly bringing the Brawling Brutes to new heights that we haven't seen them with. The hype around the Brawling Brutes has never been this surreal before. And I'm just happy to be a part of it, ladies and gentlemen, as this past Friday, Jon Moxley went one-on-one with Ridge Holland, and after taking a loss, even after taking a loss, the Brawling Brutes still stay here in good spirits right here tonight. It only shows you the mentality of the Brawling Brutes to bring themselves and hold themselves in this regard, even after taking a loss. It only shows you what's to really come with them. But ladies and gentlemen, as we also seen over the commercial break, next week in our second North American qualifying match, it's going to be Escobar Rollins one-on-one. We are also going to be seeing a triple threat women's matchup, FTR versus a surprising team. I mean, come on, things are heating up, ladies and gentlemen. Balor and Ospreay face to face, if Ospreay will even show up. I mean, come on, Tribal Summit. I mean, dude. And don't forget about Stone Cold Steve Austin. But ladies and gentlemen, let's focus on tonight as Claudio Castagnoli looks to give another victory to the Shield here tonight as he goes one-on-one with Butch. Going to be a very, very interesting one for Claudio Castagnoli. A lot of people argue that Claudio Castagnoli is one of the underdogs of the Shield. A lot of people argue that Castagnoli is one of the guys in the Shield that doesn't really get talked about as much as he should here in Universe Mode. And very curious if you guys think that's case when it comes down to Claudio Castagnoli. I mean, let's be honest, this is a guy who has elevated himself, to say the least, when coming to the Shield. He was one of the first recruits that came to the Shield when Roman Reigns ended up departing with the Shield and going and doing his thing with the Bloodline. And when that war came in, Claudio was that muscle that the Shield looked at and really took over. So I'm curious to know, has Claudio successfully played his role here in Universe Mode, or is this just the beginning of what we can see from Claudio Castagnoli? As we know, he is going to be having a match. Oh, beautiful suplex there by Butch. As we know, he is going to be having an up-and-coming match in the coming weeks here in Universe Mode, as the qualifiers for the North American Championship matchup, they contain all members of the Shield.
Not mentioning Jon Moxley. Beautifully done there in Wheeler Yuta. Rollins has an opportunity. Bryan has an opportunity coming up this Friday against Samoa Joe in your Mayhem main event. And we can absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, cannot forget about Claudio Castagnoli's opportunity coming up in 2 weeks. And, oh, man. Coming up in 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, on Mayhem. And he goes one-on-one with the phenomenal AJ Styles. I mean, you can argue that this is really a mere warm-up for Claudio Castagnoli. But with the way Butch is operating in this matchup, it's looking like a bit more than that. And wait a minute, what does Butch have in mind for Claudio Castagnoli as he has been dominating in the matchup so far? And oh man, look at that. Is that a Kimura lock? Kimura lock locked in there by Butch. Something different here. It seems like Butch is not laying down. It seems like the Brawling Brutes would not be a mere stepping stone in the careers of the Shield. And look at this, into the cover. 1, 2, and no. Castagnoli staying alive. And like Jon Moxley said earlier, that, you know, when it came down to the Brawling Brutes, they were a mere stepping stone to their road to WrestleMania. But, you know, it seems like Butch is shutting up all those words here tonight. Big knee into the face there by Butch to Claudio Castagnoli. Into the cover now. It's Castagnoli down for the count. Butch looking to put it away here, but kick out at 2 there by Castagnoli. Barely any life left in him, but you see Ridge Holland and Sheamus staring on here. And oh, big punch there by Butch, rolling him off there. And look at this gut wrench. Is he going to be able to follow through? The strength by Castagnoli. They do not call him a Swiss Superman for no reason, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this now, Castagnoli. Oh, to eat my words, there is Butch with a beautiful elbow there into the head. And now taking him down there with a clothesline. Butch now looking to clean up here a little bit here. And look at this. Over and through. Butch looking to line him up. Is he going to hit it? Bitter end! Into the cover! 1, 2, no! Butch almost had it! The chants of Fight Forever are ringing loud all throughout the crowd, but look at this, Claudio Castagnoli. Beautiful calf kick there, kicking off Butch. It seems like Castagnoli just getting a bit fired up here. Beautiful work there by Castagnoli once again. Throwing up that knee, swinging Butch over, and as he calls Butch up to his feet, Butch trying to fight back, but Castagnoli just seems like he is just too much for the Brawling Brute here tonight. Hanging him up there on the ropes. The crowd was not impressed with the Shield as they came out here tonight. But as Claudio goes in this matchup, they are fired up for the Shield. And look at that. Oh my God. Drop kick. It wasn't well scouted. Butch catching him now. Beautiful drop kick there by Butch. Beautiful, beautiful work there by Butch, showing shades of, oh man, showing shades of what he was doing all throughout Season 1 as the Brawling Brutes were dominant in Season 1. And now, oh, beautiful work there by, once again, now having to do that again here in Season 2, showing that they are not washed up. But look at this Butch in Shield territory here tonight. And look at this, once again, Kimura lock, but this time in the front of the Shield, in the faces of the Shield. Look at Claudio, he's screaming in agony, screaming in pain. You can only imagine what Castagnoli's going through, but as he's able to roll through, follows through with a clothesline there as Bryan Danielson cheering on for Claudio Castagnoli. And look at this now, as Castagnoli picks up Butch and drops him down. That looked like a bit of a riptide there from Castagnoli. Beautiful execution. And look at this now, Butch in the Hound's corner as the referee now on the count of 7. Butch hurt, and Castagnoli getting back to the inside of the ring, and Castagnoli shrugging his shoulders, saying to himself, hey, I'll take a count out. I will take a count out. But oh man, Butch gets back into the ring as Castagnoli showing off to the crowd, gets him right into the corner. Beautiful work there. Step up and scurry there by Butch. Butch now feeling it, Butch in his element. If Butch can hit this final bitter end, that can be all she wrote. That can be the thing to put down Claudio Castagnoli. As Castagnoli takes down Butch there. Oh man, wait a minute, I tell you my words there. Yeah, or I don't. It's Castagnoli now takes down Butch. What does he have in mind for him? Oh man, wait a minute. What the hell is Butch doing? Oh, Butch getting ringed in. That sharpshooter locked in. Oh man. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Once that is in, there is nowhere to go. Castagnoli, one of the best to do it. And Butch having no choice but to tap out here tonight. As Butch taps out to the sharpshooter. What a way to end this matchup. Clean sweep by the Shield, but what an effort by the brawling brute Butch. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this beef that it seems like the Shield have started, they are putting it into it just as fast as they started. It started with Moxley, Bryan, Claudio confronting the brutes, then Moxley beating Rich Holland, now Claudio beating Rich Holland. However this comes, no matter how other variation of this match that comes, the Shield are still up. When it comes to the brawling brutes, you can only argue that the Shield's mission statement has rang true here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, as Raw Old School is right around the corner, we want to continue our announcements. We want to continue the hype surrounded around it. So, with that being said, it is now confirmed that next week we'll be seeing a triple threat match between Rhea Ripley, Mia Yim, and Becky Lynch. And the winner of that match will go on to WrestleMania to face Bianca Belair in our season finale, the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. It's going to be damn good, ladies and gentlemen, and it is all for the Raw Women's Championship, a championship that is so coveted, so prestigious, and we want to keep that prestige up. And those are the three women that have been making an absolute splash here in Universe Mode as of late, so they're going to have to put it all on the line next week when we go old school. The big question is who can get it done. Find out next week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming off of one hell of an announcement for Old School Raw, it'll be triple threat implications for WrestleMania as Rhea, Lynch, and Mia Yim go one-on-one. That's going to be very, very interesting here tonight, as we are going to be seeing one of those people in that triple threat match wrestle coming up against Gigi Dolan. What a performance by Gigi Dolan last week as she went one-on-one with Bianca Belair in her debut match here in Universe Mode, and we have confirmed that she has signed a contract with us, a long-term contract with us here in Universe Mode. And hey, stepping aside from everything else, I gotta say Gigi Dolan putting on one hell of a banger against the Women's World Champion. I can only imagine what she's gonna do against Rhea Ripley here tonight. If she's able to beat Rhea, I'd say make that a fatal four-way match next week. I'm just saying. But ladies and gentlemen, Raw Old School is definitely shaping up to be one hell of an event. Something else that I can announce also for Raw Old School is that Raw Old School, it will be an hour and 30 minutes. The same way Raw Anniversary was. We are continuing the tradition of bringing you guys the Super Raw shows, and that show will act as a pay-per-view-esque Raw. But ladies and gentlemen, focus and hone in more on the Judgment Day statements being backed by one of the most dangerous people in the Judgment Day, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the creator of brutality herself, the only woman to hold 2 championship reigns here in Universe Mode. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Rhea Ripley, as Ripley just 3 weeks ago was headlining one of the biggest pay-per-views we have ever dropped, the best pay-per-view we have dropped this year, being the only No Way Out, as she put up her Raw Women's Championship on the line inside the Elimination Chamber and was not able to walk out a winner, as Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley were the final 2 women in the ring. And although they beat their ass and they fought their ass off to fight off 4 other women, it was Bianca Belair to walk away with the victory. But ever since then, Rhea Ripley has been trying to carve her path to WrestleMania. Bianca Belair has carved her path. She already has that locked in for her coming for WrestleMania. But next week, ladies and gentlemen, Rhea Ripley has another opportunity, one more opportunity to go to WrestleMania. We thought that opportunity was done and gone at No Way Out, but no, ladies and gentlemen, that opportunity will arise once again. And it is in the form of Raw Old School, but she is going to be going against a different Mia Yim, to say the least, a more dangerous Mia Yim, and a Becky Lynch that has been on an absolute collision course. And the last time Becky Lynch stepped inside the ring with Rhea Ripley, we kind of seen Rhea Ripley take a cheap way out when she went against Becky Lynch, because Becky was just kicking out of everything she had in for her. So it's going to be very interesting to see who wins that one. But focusing more on this matchup, Gigi Dolan already starting off, hitting off some heavy hitters here on Rhea Ripley. Very beautiful work here by Gigi Dolan, already starting her career off here on Raw, doing a damn good job as we've seen her make her debut last week. Oh man, look at that beautiful maneuver there by Dolan, and oh, once again working on that arm. Definitely making Rhea Ripley less than 100% going into Raw. Old school, and oh man. Now, wait a minute now. What does Gigi Dolan have in mind here? Flipping over Rhea Ripley on the corner, and oh, Rhea looking to play a little offense now. She reverses. Beautiful reversal there by Ripley. Oh, suplex there by Gigi Dolan. Nice snap gear there by Dolan. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this episode of Raw has been absolutely one hell of an episode, and we couldn't have done it without you guys. But wait a minute to hold that thought real quick, as Gigi Dolan looking to make Rhea Ripley tap out here tonight. Is she gonna make her tap here early in this matchup? And wait a minute, Rhea too strong, mommy too strong, fighting out of it, and beautiful work there by Rhea Ripley. But as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, the episodes that have been pumped out wouldn't be as successful if it wasn't for you guys. I just want to thank you guys for that. And wait, oh man, both women getting tangled up there, as looks like one was going to go for something. And wait a minute now, Rhea Ripley! Beautiful maneuver. It's been a while since we've seen her do something like that. Adding new moves to her repertoire on the road to WrestleMania. You can't blame her. And with the support by one half of the Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio, I mean, you can only argue that this was only a recipe for disaster, to say the least. But look at this now. Rhea Ripley sliding Gigi Dolan into the ring, as this one spilled out to the outside for a little bit, going into the clothesline there, but Dolan wasn't able to get Rhea Ripley, as Ripley gets shouldered over her shoulders there and knocks her off against the rope. Beautiful stun gun there off the corner into the cover. Is this one going to be it here? Dolan stays alive. How does she do it? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but she was able to do it, as Rhea Ripley screaming to the up-and-comer Gigi Dolan. Dolan goes up for a ride again. Another suplex there by Rhea Ripley. Ripley is just throwing any and everything that she has at Gigi Dolan here tonight. I mean, I want to say, can you blame her? But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, this has been one hell of a match. Calf kick there by Rhea Ripley, and oh, wait a minute now. What does Rhea have in store for Gigi Dolan? Wait a minute. Looks like she's going to hit her with a little bit of electric chair action. Frankensteiner. What a counter by Gigi Dolan. Oh, beautiful punch there by Rhea Ripley. Ripley somehow able to get out of it. And oh man, looking to lock in that submission, and she gets it in. She gets it in. Does she have all of it though? That's the big question. It doesn't seem like it, as Gigi Dolan finding a way out of this, and beautiful head scissors there. Oh my God. And look at that now, Gigi Dolan, big kick there to Rhea Ripley, but Ripley just able to shake it off. How the hell is she able to do it? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but every single time we see this woman in the ring, she just surprises us more and more. And look at this now. The surprise is looking to keep coming, as it seems like Gigi Dolan was the one surprised by that one, and now she's getting a mud hole stomped right in her by Rhea Ripley. Beautiful work there by Ripley. Man, oh man, I mean, what a performance we are seeing here by the Nightmare Rhea Ripley. And Ripley now top rope. Are we going to see a airborne mommy? And look at that! Beautiful missile drop kick there by Rhea Ripley, and Ripley has this one locked in, ladies and gentlemen. And it's locked in. Ripley looking to make her tap. Is she going to be able to make Gigi tap here tonight? Is Dolan's dreams going to be crushed? Dolan, even an opportunity, an idea of her going to any kind of future matchup. It seems like it's staying alive. Oh man, oh come on. We knew this was coming, but still, come on. Dominic Mysterio doing what Dominic Mysterio does best, and oh, calf kick there by Rhea. And that is interfering. When it comes down to the Judgment Day, that is all they do, ladies and gentlemen. They interfere, and it is, man, well, it sucks, man. And oh, Rhea Ripley now taking her down once again, face first. Face first. And oh, Rhea now scouting Gigi Dolan. Top rope she goes. I don't know, I can only imagine. Into the cover. Is this gonna be it here? No! What? Dolan staying alive. Dolan somehow, some way able to do it, but I don't think she's gonna be able to after this. Riptide. 1, 2, what? What the hell Did we just see? Leg drop there by Rhea Ripley. And I don't even think Ripley knows what just happened as she's yelling at Gigi Dolan. Did Dolan just kick out of the riptide? And oh, wait a minute. Dolan rolls out of the way there, finding a small pocket of momentum, and you see she's using it to gain her breath there. Takes down Rhea Ripley as she's on her knees there, but all Dominic playing a part once again. Because he understands the positioning that Rhea Ripley is in right before Old School Raw. No! Understands the position that she's in right before Old School Raw. Understands that she needs to be with the most momentum going into the next show. And oh, wait a minute. Look at this now. Just unloading on Gigi Dolan. And Dolan rolling to the outside at Dominic Mysterio's feet. Rhea Ripley begging, pleading for her to get up to her feet. Dominic moving out of her way. And oh, airborne mommy! Wow. Rhea going high risk, high reward. Rhea Ripley proving that she is ready to mark her road to WrestleMania. And oh, now just club it on the back of Gigi Dolan. This went from a match to a straight up fight, ladies and gentlemen. As Rhea Ripley, to every single one of her opponents we see, it's just dominance. Oh my God, come on, no way. What the hell could she be lining up for on the outside? On the outside, are you serious? Oh my God, oh! Ripley, come on! Referee on the count of 8. Ripley breaking the count, are you kidding me? Ripley breaking the count to continue some more brutality, but that was all the space that Gigi Dolan needed. Gigi Dolan says it's my turn. Dolan wants some revenge on Rhea Ripley, and she's looking to get it. And look at that! Raking the head back right on the mat, getting a little bit of that sweet, sweet revenge by Rhea, and look at that! Breaking the back right across the outside here, and oh my God, dumping her right to our announce table over here on the side, and now going right back into the ring and saying, you want to fight me, you need to get your ass in the ring. Rhea Ripley obliges, going right and falling into the trap of Gigi Dolan, and Dolan now taking advantage, going into the cover here. Is this one going to be it here? Is Gigi Dolan going to be able to get the upset? No. Dolan looks to get the upset. Rhea Ripley still has so much more in the tank. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't any superstar. This is a former women's champion, a 2-time women's champion. And oh, wait a minute now. Look at this. Look at this now. Oh, wait. Gigi seeming is staying alive. I ate my words there. Picking her up here. Riptide. Oh, my goodness. Ripley cleaning house. In the end, it was a riptide. Maybe it was so much adrenaline that A was, able to make her kick out of the first one. I don't know. But what I do know is that Rhea Ripley has just walked into Raw tonight. She sent the message. And next week on Old School Raw, we are going to be seeing a triple threat match that is absolutely going to change the game as we know it here in Universe Mode, as 3 of Raw's top women are going head to head to head, and Rhea Ripley is fully motivated. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as this has been one hell of a show, we got to gear up for the next big thing, and that's Mayhem, as AJ Styles will be returning to the Mayhem Zone, as the Lone Wolf will be going one-on-one with the cocky, arrogant Austin Theory. Who will walk away victor? Find out this coming Friday. And that's not all. A big triple threat match between the 3 men who will be in the triple threat tag match, as Johnny Gargano, Jey Uso, and one half of the World Tag Team Champion Cash will step in the ring, and North American Championship qualifying matches are heating up from here, because it is going to be Joe Bryan one-on-one, and a matchup that can only be described as pure and utter mayhem. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back out here in the Raw Zone, and we are ready to get into action, as this one is going to be a little more personal. This one isn't just a one-on-one expedition. This one has a little bit of backlash from last week, as Mia Yim has had a newfound attitude after the No Way Out pay-per-view, and she is looking to take opportunities, and an opportunity has arisen her way, as she is fully capable of going into next week's Raw and walking out winner. But the big question is, can she give us a little bit of a Raw preview tonight as she goes one-on-one with the Women's World Champion? I'm going to let you guys know how this one came to be last week. Bianca Belair went one-on-one with the newcomer Gigi Dolan, and although that was a one hell of a matchup, in the end of the matchup, we've seen this woman right here, Mia Yim, come out and attack Bianca Belair out of nowhere. And that was the previous week. From that, Becky Lynch and Mia Yim were going through their beef, and that really never settled. That matchup never ended. Bianca Belair has seen all the outcomes of those matches, and she's been waiting for a new challenger to step up. And it seems like Mia Yim has risen from those ashes, known as No Way Out, ladies and gentlemen, as we mark that off on the calendar, and we are now on our 4th week going in to our road to WrestleMania. Bianca Belair has been doing her thing as women's champion, as she has now been champion for exactly 1 month, and she is ready. She is ready to do any and everything possible when it comes down to walking away with the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at one of the most respectable champions in Universe Mode history, as Bianca Belair has taken this championship to extreme heights, and she has only held it, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, for 4 weeks. And she has already brought this championship to great levels. She has done things with this championship. You know, people were afraid to challenge Rhea Ripley because of everything that she was doing in the women's division. She was stepping up to the men's in the men's division. I mean, Rhea Ripley was a scary person. Bianca Belair being the champion, people want to bring that fight to her. People want to put on those bangers with her, and we're seeing more of it. We've seen it last week with Gigi Dolan, and although the attitude could have been executed differently, this week we're seeing it with Mia Yim. The talent has been absolutely on a different level, ladies and gentlemen. But let's waste no time and let's get right into it, as Mia Yim is just staring down Bianca Belair, but Belair wasting absolutely no time and going right after Mia Yim. Beautiful work here. Oh, tangling it up here with Mia Yim. Beautiful, beautiful work. And oh man, kicking Mia Yim down there as Bianca Belair coming into this one maybe a little more 100% than Mia Yim, as Mia Yim did just have that insane brawl a couple of weeks back on Mayhem with Becky Lynch. And wait a minute now, what is Bianca Belair have in store here? Oh man, pressing on those ligaments. You gotta think Bianca Belair is angry. You gotta think that she has so much frustration, so much pent-up aggression, and look at that. So much pent-up aggression. I mean, come on. She was just trying to defend her championship wherever, when, you know, if you ask for the challenge, she's willing to give it. And wait a minute now. Look at this. Bianca bringing Mia Yim up and taking her down. Beautiful work there by Bianca Belair. Belair just completely dominating in the early ons of this matchup. Mia Yim hasn't even gotten a single maneuver in. My goodness. I mean, come on. And look at this now. Mia Yim down, Bianca Belair going right back up and going down into the cover. Is this one going to be it here? No, rope break. Rope break saved Mia Yim, but I mean, come on, couldn't think she was going to be done that fast. Oh! Once again with that moonsault, beautiful moonsault there by the EST, as now Bianca Belair looking to do another maneuver, big time maneuver here to Mia Yim. Yim down, nowhere to go. I mean, I'm just surprised, ladies and gentlemen. Mia Yim not able to get a single hit in, and an elbow drop from the top rope there by Bianca Belair. And even Belair asking Mia Yim, is this it? And Mia Yim just laughing at Bianca. Just straight up laughing at Bianca Belair as Belair is stomping at her. Belair picking her up now and just... Wait a minute, what does she have in store here? And oh, sidewalk slam here by Bianca Belair to Mia Yim, and Yim just taking it all in. Oh! And Mia Yim just laughing at Bianca Belair. Why the hell is she laughing? I mean, come on. How sadistic can you be? And wait a minute now. Bianca Belair lining. Oh! Won't be laughing after that one, as you can definitely see that hurt Mia Yim. And Yim just laughing at Bianca Belair. I don't know how she could do it, but look at this now. Gorilla press into the moonsault. It can only be done the EST way. And wait a minute now, Bianca Belair going to the top rope as Mia Yim down for the count. Belair calling up Mia Yim. Yim nowhere to go, nothing to do, and a big splash there into the cover. Is she gonna still do nothing? Is she gonna lose this one here tonight? No! What? Okay. All right. After Bianca Belair just dominating for 5 straight minutes, it seems like Mia Yim has that kick out in her. And now as Yim rolls to the outside here, Bianca Belair calling up Mia Yim as Yim was laughing all throughout the matchup. And now Bianca Belair really trying to pick up the pace. Didn't get all of it, but got most of it. Enough to get Mia Yim down. And oh, this time Mia Yim was not going to take that maneuver. For the first time, we're seeing Mia Yim do something here. Oh! DDT to the outside. It seems like Mia Yim has played possum and laughed at Bianca Belair for long enough as this matchup is getting into second gear. And oh, wait a minute now. Mia Yim picking up Bianca Belair. Wait a minute. No way. What the hell? KOD by Mia Yim. Mia Yim. Insult to Belair hitting a KOD. Her own finishing maneuver. Is this going to be it here tonight? 2-0. Belair kicking out. I mean, of course, it's her finisher. You got to think that she's the one woman who can be able to kick out of it. But, I mean, still, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And now Bianca getting back into the ring here as Mia Yim trying to keep up the attack. Trying to keep up the momentum, keep up the fight. And Mia Yim now looking to make her tap here. Looking to get the guillotine locked in, and it's in. Champions in the middle of the ring, semi-middle, nowhere to go. And oh my God, the strength of the EST. The strength by Bianca Belair is unmatched. I said it before and I'll say it again. And oh, wait a minute, Belair now. Belair now ducking and diving, going straight through and through to Mia Yim, and now looking to bring some more stomps as Bianca Belair seems like she's had enough. Into the cover now. Is this one going to be it? Mia Yim down for the count. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Yim kicks out though. Yim kicks out, and Bianca's only thinking to herself, what the hell can I do? And Bianca Belair with desperation in her eyes gets her on the shoulders for the first time in this matchup. KOD! The kiss of death. Is it over? Referee goes down. 2, and it is. Belair, after a hard-fought win, she won. It was a battle. It was a battle, to say the least, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, let's be honest. They absolutely killed each other, but what's important, what is absolutely important, is that Bianca Belair is walking into WrestleMania with a full head of steam, but Mia Yim doesn't carry too much momentum with her, especially knowing that she has a matchup next week. Hey Dex, can I get a word real quick? I mean, listen, no problems or anything, but you know, we just heard what's going on for WrestleMania, triple threat tag team match. I just want to let you know that DIY's respect extends to FTR, but WrestleMania is a different kind of showcase, a showcase that neither DIY or FTR have ever been on, but the Usos have. The Usos have had that spotlight. They won the championships last year at WrestleMania. We can't let them recreate history, and I'm not asking for any favors. I'm not here to ask for anything at all. I'm just here to make sure that both of us have a clear understanding about what's going to happen at WrestleMania. Either FTR or DIY walk out champions, but I am leaving no room for Jimmy or Jey Uso. I think FTR and DIY have a clear understanding, but let me also make something very clear to you. This Friday on Mayhem, we are not at all going to take it easy on you guys. Cash is going to walk into Mayhem and he's going to dominate. He is going to beat you and Jay. And we're not playing any games. I don't care if it's you or Jay. One of y'all is getting pinned to the mat. 1, 2, 3. Prepare for 7-star FTR. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking about it all night, and it is finally here. Your first qualifying match for the North American Championship as Chad Gable goes one-on-one with the ace of the Judgment Day, JD McDonagh. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your main event, and it goes down right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally here, and as the crowd hones in, and well, it's straight boos for JD McDonagh, but ladies and gentlemen, as the crowd hones in, I can officially say it's time for your main event. McDonagh, Gable, one-on-one in our first ever qualifying match for the North American Championship The North American Championship will be crowned, ladies and gentlemen. We will get a new winner in a fatal 4-way match coming at WrestleMania. And it'll take the course of 4 matches, 4 one-on-one matches between Raw and Mayhem's best superstars, as we are going to be getting a little bit of a sneak peek of what's to come and what that North American Championship bracket, or not bracket, but what the picture is really going to be looking like, as we're seeing stars like McDonagh and Gable come out the woodworks. Stars who have, you know, really fought their ass off over the last year here in Universe Mode to make their name up to be something, and now we're finally seeing them get that opportunity, get that spotlight. It's going to be good to see. This is going to be oh too good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to seeing these two men go at it. And, I mean, we knew we were getting a pop, but freak, dude. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as last week this man Otis was unsuccessful in capturing the Intercontinental Championship from Adam Cole, but ladies and gentlemen, his tag team partner Chad Gable has an opportunity here tonight to do a little bit of justice when it comes down to the Alpha Academy, as this is the first time ever that the Alpha Academy are main eventing Raw back-to-back in singles capacity. What a way for them to really start their 2024. I mean, man, oh man, imagine. For 1 second, it was looking like we could have seen 2 champions come out of WrestleMania, but tonight we have an opportunity to see Chad Gable walk into WrestleMania for the North American Championship, but he is going to be going against the ace of the Judgment Day. He is going to be going against a man who has taken no prisoners, a man who has only wrestled 2 main events here in Universe Mode here, and this being his second one, a man who is willing to do any and everything to make it to the top, a man who is studied directly under the hand of Finn Balor. Ladies and gentlemen, JD McDonagh is nobody to be trifled with, but let's waste no time as this North American Championship qualifier is getting underway. And wait a minute, McDonagh now going off of the rope. Beautiful work there as McDonagh goes right off of the ropes, taking down Chad Gable, excuse me, and once again going off of the second rope, taking down Gable. Gable getting up to his feet quick, trying to go after McDonagh, but McDonagh getting his hands up. Beautiful work there by McDonagh, and now Gable up and down he goes into the covers, able to follow through. Gable beautifully done with those suplexes, always able to follow through and very precise as he does it now going into a submission, and oh wait, rope break there. Referee letting them know that the rope was there. You know, this is something that they're, you know, both men are going to want to focus on coming into this matchup. They're going to want to make sure that ring awareness is up to standard. I mean, now these guys are in a completely different picture than where they were in 2 weeks ago. You know, both of these guys coming from the tag team division, JD being with Dominic, Gable. Oh, beautiful suplex there by Gable. Gable being with Otis. You know, now them stepping in to not only this main event picture, but this championship main event picture. That right there screams volumes, ladies and gentlemen. This championship isn't a mid-card championship. The North American Championship will be a top-tier championship here in Universe Mode, same as the Intercontinental Championship. The prestige around the championships here in Universe Mode are very, very important to us here, and we want to make sure only the best of the best can get to that stop. And look at this now, Chad Gable chaunting on to the crowd. JD McDonagh walking up to him, but Gable having full confidence, full head of steam there as he takes down Gable takes down McDonagh. Look at this now, the Godfather of the Judgment Day, making sure that mission statement stays true, as Finn Balor started us off here on Raw and gave a mission statement, let the WWE Universe know exactly what was in store for the Judgment Day as they are looking to capture. Beautiful work there by McDonagh, the invert there, and now going for a straight moonsault there. And like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, as the Judgment Day now have their sights set on the North American Championship, that's what also makes this very, very interesting. Yes, we can see a feel-good moment. Gable can win here tonight, but we can also see JD McDonagh do exactly what Finn Balor set him out here to do. And oh, beautiful takedown there by Gable into the cover. Is it going to be it? Here is Gable going to be able to put McDonagh away, and McDonagh able to kick out. It's very, very unlikely that McDonagh will be able to, defy anything that Finn Balor has to say. And if Balor says get that North American Championship, you can only think that that is exactly what JD McDonagh is going to do. McDonagh has been nothing but an ace for the Judgment Day. The big question is, will he be able to keep that up? And look at this now, big Irish whip there by Gable to JD McDonagh. McDonagh now, McDonagh going under, now ducking under his gate. JD, oh! That little tongue-tied there is JD McDonagh getting hit with that snap gear suplex there by Chad Gable. Gable now going for a bit of a basic elbow drop there, but it was effective as all hell, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this now, Chad Gable being very methodical with how he's going about things here tonight in this matchup. Not something you usually see by Gable, but McDonagh looking to turn this one around here. And look at this now, big Uranagi gets him there. Flat Uranagi there by JD McDonagh. We don't really talk about McDonagh too much here in Universe Mode. You know, he's mainly in the tag team division, but you know, I want to talk about his first match here in Universe Mode was in a main event of Raw when he went one-on-one with Bryan Danielson. Looks to, you know, and he was set to make a name for himself, as now Gable look to turn this one around here. And beautiful pan out as you see Damian Priest distracting the referee to try to get JD's head into the game. And beautiful work there by JD. A little bit of a, you know, dirty tactic, but with the referee's back turned, it was all legal in the eyes of the Judgment Day. And look at this now. Ooh, JD McDonagh taking off on Chad Gable there, as both men had a bit of a back and forth exchange here. And now, wait a minute, what does McDonagh have in store for Gable now, as he could be lining him up for what could be the beginning of the end? And wait a minute now, drops him down, and oh! Big suplex there by JD McDonagh. McDonagh looking to end Gable the same way this one started. And wait a minute, oh man, Otis getting in the way here tonight, and Otis not allowing him to do what he wants to do here, as Gable tried to turn it around to McDonagh, but McDonagh saying no. McDonagh not allowing it. And wait a minute, I could eat my words here, and I definitely do. Belly to belly here by Gable into the cover, but a big rope break was in store there, as that right there saved JD McDonagh the rope break. And look at this now, Gable trying to keep up the momentum, and you can't blame him, ladies and gentlemen. Gable is a man unhinged, a man who has an opportunity looking at him right in the eyes. And if Gable doesn't win, then that can be the last stop for Alpha Academy and their WrestleMania plans. And oh, wait a minute now, Gable picking up JD McDonagh. What does he have in store here for McDonagh? And another big suplex there by Chad Gable. And oh, wait a minute, look at this, the Godfather of the Judgment Day once again getting involved. And look at that, McDonagh with a Frankensteiner. Beautiful Frankensteiner by JD McDonagh, and now just staying on him. Not playing any games. I mean, come on. McDonagh and Priest, man, this is Judgment Day tactics. This is exactly what the Judgment Day do. And oh my goodness, and oh, pulling back, beautiful work there by JD McDonagh. And McDonagh now, what is he? Oh my God, just pulling back on that neck, snapping that neck there. And now looking to work on that torso. Oh, looking to work on that upper part of his arm there, and he does successfully. And now look at him going to the top rope. What does JD McDonagh have in store here for Chad Gable? Gable getting up to his feet, nowhere to go, nothing to do, as Gable gets up, and oh, McDonagh takes him down. Beautiful clothesline there. Beautiful clothesline there by JD McDonagh. And now McDonagh, big Irish whip to Gable. Oh! Gable goes through by McDonagh. Very interesting moveset McDonagh has, as McDonagh has been all over Chad Gable here tonight. But look at this, Otis looking to be a factor the same way Damian Priest was all throughout the match. And look at this now, Damian Priest not looking too happy, as look at both of these men getting tangled up, and that might have been the air that JD McDonagh needed. But oh, I eat my words here, as Chad Gable looking to stay alive. Gable looking to keep up the momentum in this matchup, and Gable hanging him up on the ropes. Beautiful work here by Chad Gable, as Gable was not looking too good a little while ago in this matchup, as JD McDonagh was doing all of the work, most of the work. Just absolutely dastardly work here tonight. And JD McDonagh now, oh, wait a minute, crossface, oh, wait a minute, this is not looking good. Look at that, crossface locked in here to JD McDonagh, nowhere to go, nothing to do. This might be it for the ace, and no. And oh, neck breaker there by JD McDonagh. McDonagh with a powerful neck breaker there, and now just punching the face. Over and over again to Chad Gable, and as Gable has nowhere to go and nothing to do. Oh, I hate my words. Gable getting a surprise punch up. Otis cheering him on here. And look at this now, Gable. And oh, driving that arm right into the mat. Top rope goes Gable. Are we going to see a flying Gable here tonight? Shades of Otis last week with a thank you to the crowd. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, look at this now. Wheelbarrow of maneuvers here tonight. just trying to confuse McDonagh, trying to get his ring positioning off, trying to get his ring awareness off. And wait a minute, as McDonagh gets up to his feet, the Irish Whip is Gable there. Big suplex there by McDonagh, and another neck breaker there. Neck breaker cutter variation there by McDonagh. I mean, come on, absolutely beautiful star-stunning work. And now McDonagh wrenching back, looking to make Chad Gable tap out here tonight, as these two men have been beating the absolute hell out of each other here tonight in your main event. And oh, wait a minute now, look at that. Man, that just as a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this North American Championship qualifier match between Gable and McDonagh has been absolutely insane. And oh man, look at this now. Referee starting his count. McDonagh on the outside, but he doesn't seem like he looks to stay on the outside for too much longer as he gets back into the ring. And Gable with a big knee into the midsection there. Damian Priest looking to place a little bit of interference, not appreciating the damage being done by McDonagh here tonight. And oh man, McDonagh takes down Gable. Beautiful work there by JD McDonagh. McDonagh now looking to clean up here. And oh, once again with an elbow that drives down Gable. Gable just absolutely clocked here tonight. And McDonagh catches him into the cover. 2-0. McDonagh just thinking to himself, what the hell can I do to put this man down? Gable fighting with every ounce, every fiber of his being. Big maneuver there by Gable. Gable with a takedown. McDonagh staying alive as well, off of the ropes. Big DDT. Tornado DDT. And oh, spinning kick there by Gable, signature maneuver. But Gable staying on top of him as McDonagh got cocky. And now Gable flipping him through. Chad Gable absolutely in his element. Big DDT there by Gable. Gable in his element and ready to rock and roll. 2-0. McDonagh kicks out once again. Both of these men throwing everything they have at each other. Stars are being born tonight in the name of a championship that hasn't even been here. And ladies and gentlemen, it's for the North American Championship. Gable taking McDonagh down once again. What does he have in store for him? Something's got to give. And oh, wait a minute, the crowd popping for it. Three Amigos, number 2, the trifecta. Gable is hopped up on that perk angle. Shit is going down. 1, 2, he does it. Gable with a suplexes of suplexes. The Three Amigos got the job done after going through hell with the Prince. Oh my goodness. JD McDonagh. Listen, he might be the protege of the World's Heavyweight Champion, but he is no World Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, we were wondering all week after last week, was Alpha Academy gonna be at WrestleMania? Well, I can promise you after this one, they will be. What a episode of Raw. What a win for Chad Gable as he has marked his road to WrestleMania. But the qualifying matches do not stop there, ladies and gentlemen, as this Friday, Samoa Joe will be going one-on-one with Bryan Danielson inside your main event. Who is going to walk away and go to the Fatal 4-Way for WrestleMania? I don't know, but what I do know is that a man who will be competing next week in a qualifying match will be going one-on-one with Austin Theory this Friday, as AJ Styles and Austin Theory are going head-to-head on Mayhem. It's going to be damn good, but also, ladies and gentlemen, it will be with our starter I am hearing now for Mayhem, as we are going to see triple threat action between the men who are going to be facing at WrestleMania. It is going to be Gargano, Cash, Jay, 3-man action. Triple threat. It's going down, ladies and gentlemen, but let's switch gears for a second as Raw is going old school, and in the main event, we'll be seeing a contract signing for the main event of WrestleMania if Will Ospreay will even make it? But if you're with me, give me a hell yeah, because what's starting us off on Old School Raw will be the rattlesnake himself, Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's gonna be damn good, and I can't wait to see him. But ladies and gentlemen, more WrestleMania implications, as we are gonna be seeing a triple threat match between Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, Mia Yim. Who's going to WrestleMania? Let's find out next week. And inside your main event matchup for next week, it'll be the qualifying match between Seth Rollins and Santos Escobar. And FTR will be on Raw, as they will be going against a surprise team of William Regal's choosing. But it'll be an old school team. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be straight up cinema, as Tribal Summit is going down next week. It is going to be two Samoans who have absolutely nothing but hatred in their heart going and facing each other with family ties. It is going to be damn good, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more content on the channel, because more content is coming you guys' way, as Raw Old School is coming next week.